What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a very interesting Liverpool related news video, and in this video we will discuss the huge £2 billion takeover bid by the cousin of Manchester City owner Sheikh Mansour, and the Liverpool and FSG, the Liverpool owners, rejecting this £2 billion proposal, and the FSG and their representatives, Tom Werner, was approached by this Abu Dhabi group in late 2017 and early 2018, and they discussed the takeover offer. So in this video we will reveal all the details to you guys, and also other Liverpool news, transfer news will be in this video, so stay tuned. If you enjoy these types of update videos, please leave a like, it really helps me out, and also subscribe, turn on the post notifications, ring the bell so you never miss the future upload. So the Daily Mail broke this story. The Emirati member of the family who govern Abu Dhabi made a £2 billion takeover bid. His name, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce it, is Sheikh Khalid bin Zayed Al Nahyan. That's the cousin of Sheikh Mansour, and I think this is a very interesting news, because I think FSG are in the long term for Liverpool FC, and 2 or 3 years ago I would have said that I want Liverpool to be sold, but these last 2 or 3 years really changed my mind on the current owners. I'm actually really looking forward to reading your comments. What do you think about these takeover talks, and do you think that Liverpool should stick with FSG? Of course it's their decision, but do you think that FSG are the best owners possible for Liverpool FC and for the long-term successful future of the football club? At the moment it looks like it, but I would still welcome a Chinese or a Middle East investment into Liverpool as a minority, just maybe a 20-25% investment into Liverpool Football Club, just to really like go that next level, go to the heights of Manchester City. We need to build a squad capable of actually going head to head with Manchester City throughout the whole season. That's what I want. That's what the Liverpool want. So I really hope that it can happen in the next like 2 or 3 years. So Sheikh Khalid, the man who is behind this takeover bid, he doesn't possess the immense wealth of Manchester City's billionaire owner Sheikh Mansour, but he's one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the Gulf states. So what is also interesting news is that the managing director of this Sheikh's conglomerate of companies, Midhat Kidwai, also met Liverpool chairman Tom Werner in New York at the end of 2017 and the early parts of 2018. So FSG were willing to at least listen to the offer, but I'm hearing that when FSG asked for proof of available funds to this to this investment group, they failed to come up with sufficient paperwork to actually prove that they have £2 billion that they can invest. Look at what happened with Chelsea. When Roman Abramovich saw that his investment is not enough anymore, he might have pulled a little bit back, and Chelsea in the next 5 years, if Roman Abramovich pulls out of that football club, they might fall out of the top 4, and the club might go under the decline. But on the other hand, Liverpool are in a very healthy financial position. Liverpool are a self-sustaining club, and I think this is the right way to do things. And remember that this was actually before Liverpool even made a run to the Champions League final, and also before Liverpool spent £175 million on new transfers. So I think this summer, more than most, fully confirms that FSG, the owners, are willing to spend big and to do what it takes to make Liverpool successful. And I'm so happy that we have one of the best, one of the top 5 managers in world football in Jurgen Klopp. So it would have been actually a joint venture between Sheikh Khalid and a minority stake Chinese partner, which is very interesting. So 2 very different investment groups would have been the owners of Liverpool FC, and I'm actually happy that FSG flat out refused, and FSG said that just Liverpool are not for sale at any price. But the Liverpool owners have been very clear that the Liverpool want a minority investor like City's Chinese deal, which brought 13% of City Football Group, and this will provide funds to compete with City. Still the plan, and talks with at least 3 parties. That's what David Maddock is reporting. So what we can tell from this information is that the Liverpool owners are not looking to sell the football club, but they are looking to sell maybe a percentage of the shares and the percentage of the ownership of Liverpool FC, so we can generate more money, more funds to actually compete with Manchester City. And I think this is a sensible idea, a sensible decision, because FSG have learned a lot. They made quite a lot of mistakes in the early parts of their ownership, but they are baseball people. They are owners of the Boston Red Sox, and they don't really knew anything about football. And sometimes they hired the wrong people as advisors, but they learned from it, and they actually gradually developed and appointed the right people in the right positions. And I don't think that they want to throw it away, and I think they are in it for the long term. If they wanted to just cash in, they would have they could have accepted this £2 billion offer, but I think they care about the football club, and they care about the tradition of Liverpool FC, and they see it as a mission to actually bring back the glory days to Liverpool, and bring back potentially the Premier League title or the Champions League, or win a major trophy. And to be honest, we have almost been there. I mean, we were this close to winning the Europa League final. We were this close to winning the Champions League final. We also lost the League Cup final. So in another scenario, Liverpool could have had 3 major trophies already under Jurgen Klopp. And I think with the amount of brilliant world-class players that Liverpool bought this summer, I think there is a very real possibility that Liverpool can win maybe 1, maybe 2, or maybe even more trophies. And actually very interesting numbers that Liverpool was sold to the Fanzone Sports Group, to the FSG, the current owners, in 2010, which wasn't that long ago, like 8 years ago, for just £280 million. So that means that the club is almost worth like 6 or 7 times as much, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Like about 7 times as much. And if you compare like Man United, the Glazer family, which is another USA ownership group, they bought Manchester United for £790 million. So if this takeover had it gone through, it would have been the most expensive takeover in football history, or even in sports history. And Manchester United is now worth about £3 billion. Absolutely crazy numbers. And Man City was bought for £210 million by Sheikh Mansour in 2008. I'm just looking at these numbers. Chelsea was bought for £140 million in 2003, and these clubs are worth, like Man City, probably worth 10 times that right now. So Manchester United, listed on the New York Stock Exchange, they are valued at 3.1 billion. Stan Kroenke's Arsenal, is valued approximately 1.8 billion pounds, so Liverpool are valued a little bit more. And it is clear that Fanways Sports Group, the Liverpool owners, are actively seeking investment to transform the club into a superpower capable of rivaling the world's richest clubs, both commercially and in the transfer market. And FSG have actually instructed the American firm Allen & Co. to attract investment, and the company's managing director Steven Greenberg entered into prolonged talks with Sheikh Khalid and the Abu Dhabi investor group regarding this takeover. But in the end, you know, it says that the 2 billion valuation was, you know, agreed for the 100% of the club. That's the value, but FSG didn't want to sell the whole club. They want to just sell maybe like 20% or 25% or 15% of Liverpool FC to an investment group. But you know, that's a big investment for something that is already a very high value, and maybe it doesn't go up that much in the next like 5 or 10 years. And that's a huge amount of money to pay for just a minority stake in a football club when you have no say in the daily running of the club. And I think that's why you know, the likes of Usmanov sold his shares at Arsenal, because he had no say in how the club was run, and it wasn't worth it for him to keep a stake in Arsenal, because he couldn't make decisions or anything, couldn't really influence where his investment was going. And you know, Liverpool could be another prospect, because I still feel that Liverpool is a sleeping giant, and once we win a Premier League title, once we win the Champions League, and we can hopefully build on this squad and maybe build an even bigger and a stronger squad in the next like 3 years, Liverpool's valuation could go up to maybe rival the likes of Manchester United, and I think this could be a very interesting. And FSG actually made the statement. FSG have been clear and consistent, the club is not for sale. But what the ownership has said, again clearly and consistently, is that under the right terms and conditions we would consider taking on a minority investor if such a partnership was to further our commercial interests in specific marketplaces and in line with the continued development and growth of the club and the team. So that just confirms what we already knew, that FSG want investment to come into Liverpool Football Club, but only for a minority stake of the club. Basically, these talks started at the end of 2017 and at the beginning of 2018, when the investment group failed to put 25 million down payment as a deposit for the deal. Then the talks just collapsed, and there were no further talks with this investment group, because they didn't prove that they had the funds to actually buy Liverpool Football Club. So I think at the moment, right now, they are the perfect owners for Liverpool Football Club, because not only did they, you know, improve all aspects of Liverpool Football Club, the recruitment, the transfers, since Jurgen Klopp came in, that has been spot on. The transfer committee is doing brilliant work. They built a new stand at Anfield instead of moving us to a new stadium, which I also think is a brilliant move. And also they made Liverpool, for the first time in many years, title contenders. And I think it's only a matter of time when Liverpool win trophies under this ownership and under Jurgen Klopp. And many people have been criticizing the owners in the past like 3, 4, 5 years. But if you take a look at where Liverpool are heading, I think we are heading in the right direction, and it's actually a lot more fun doing it this way than doing it the other way with oil money like Man City does, because that's really the easy way. Liverpool are doing it the hard way. So really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.